What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today, we have some awesome information for you guys, like always, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Fils-Aime, the Reginator, says that making political statements is for others to do. Nintendo wants people to smile and have fun with their games. So recently, there's been a few different political type of statements that people have tried to conjure up with different games, whether it's Far Cry 5 or whether it's Wolfenstein, where people, or at least some, were getting upset where there was no more you-know-whats as far as what's in the game. With Wolfenstein. Don't want to say it because I don't want the demonetization police to come across this video, but yes, there's been some talk about political things or attempted stuff that's been going on, and Nintendo is trying to steer clear of that. Now, the National approached Nintendo of America President Fils-Aime about the situation, and here was his response, and obviously it was not too surprising based on what I've already said here. So, quote, "Making political statements are for other people to do," he said. "We want people to smile and have fun when they play our games," and that's what the Reginator had to say, and I'd have to 100% agree with that. Everyone has their opinion, and it's okay for people to say their opinion, but really when it comes down to just gaming, they're just here to have fun. Obviously, Nintendo's just here to have fun. They don't care about any of that other stuff when it comes to it, and I've never really seen anything too much in their games that would say otherwise, and for the most part, you're just like animals, or you're weird looking people, you're jumping on Goombas' heads, you're fighting in like some type of medieval time, whether it's Fire Emblem, or you're battling some desolate future or something like that, or you're Rex and Pyra and you're traveling across to try to get to Elysium. There's always these weird situations and stuff that really doesn't fit into what's going on in the atmosphere of the world today. So it's one of those things that I appreciate. I'm not big into talking about all that other stuff when it comes to the actual games itself. I just like to play the games. So what do you guys think about this as far as what Nintendo has had to say? Without getting too crazy about the other stuff, guys, please just keep the comment section a bit clean here. So what do you guys think about Reggie had to say? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Nintendo was initially planning Super Mario Sunshine to be a disaster recovery mission styled game. This is interesting. So this month, Retro Gamer sat down with Nintendo's Yoshiaki Koizumi. The two sides didn't really talk about Super Mario Odyssey. However, instead, the conversation was focused on a different project from Koizumi's past, Super Mario Sunshine. Koizumi directed Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube 15 years ago. Initially, the team had a very different plan in mind for the game. Rather than the strictly 3D platforming gameplay that we know of, Nintendo instead was exploring the idea of a disaster recovery mission styled game. Koizumi told the magazine, quote, "When we were making prototypes, we were exploring the idea of a disaster recovery mission style game. We experimented with lots of different things before we switched over to making it a platform action game. It was a challenge coming up with ways to include new elements, like having people without it seeming odd. In an early prototype, the player wasn't searching for shine sprites. Instead, the story was set on an island and was slowly being polluted by enemies. The idea was that you'd wash away the pollution with flood and also use it to defeat the boss enemy, the source of the pollution." Mario Sunshine could have easily ended up being a very different game than what we saw if Nintendo did go that route. And I want to know, is that something that you guys would have liked to see? So one of the things that I don't like about Super Mario Sunshine is actually using the flood. I didn't like the whole sense of it, and I always felt that it was off, right? And there you go. That's the reason why I felt that it was off, because they were planning this game to be something completely different than what it actually ended up, normal Mario games or what it ended up being. I like the innovation. I like the fact that they said, hey, we're going to try something different, but the original game was really supposed to be something different in the first place. Super Mario Sunshine always felt a little off to me. Now, I don't think it's a bad game overall. I don't think it's a bad game. I just personally don't like the game. So I want to make sure that I separate the two so I don't have the flood fanboys coming after me with full jetpacks in the comment section below blasting me. I think that it is a good game overall for the people who like that, but just for me, it's not necessarily my style of Mario game. I like the Galaxy, I like that type of game, Super Mario 3D World, those type, more than using some type of water jetpack thingy. But you know what? Hey, it actually turned out okay, right? People do like the game. It's still to this day one of the games that people still speed run and have fun with. So let me know your thoughts on Super Mario Sunshine. Were you happy with the end result of the game? Did you feel that it wasn't that good? Do you feel that they should have went with the original vision of the game as far as a disaster recovery style mission type of game? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the last article here. Sega teases some sort of connection between Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania. So 2017 has been a pretty good year for Sonic fans. Not one, but two titles are being debuted this year. Sonic Mania already launched back in August, which recently just got a patch which fixed up a couple things on the Nintendo Switch, and we can also look forward to Sonic Forces on November 7th here in North America. And even though that these two different Sonic titles are completely separate games, there actually appears to be some connections between the two. Now, Sonic team boss Takahashi Iizuka teased this during an interview at Tokyo Game Show. While discussing Sonic Forces, Iizuka left these parting words before leaving the show, as stated by a translator. Quote, "Last month in August was released a game called Sonic Mania that got a really warm welcome from everyone in the community, from all the fans, especially abroad. A lot of people enjoyed playing it, and I really hope that if you played Sonic Mania, you get to play Sonic Forces too, because you may think those titles are unrelated, but actually they may not be. Definitely I want you guys to check out both titles, because there's something going on between the two, and I'm going to keep it at that right now." Now, after this, the translator clarified that there will be a correlation between Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania, so exactly what could it be? So here are my theories as far as what's going on, and this is no spoilers, by the way. I feel that since the classic Sonic is back in the day, what happens is that after Sonic Mania, he busts through, and somehow the ending is correlated with the beginning of Sonic Forces, or the dimension of that same Sonic is being used over in this one. That's my basic thought process. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably just guessing, which I am guessing. It's not even probably just guessing. I am guessing, but that's what I would think. I would think that that classic Sonic is some type of correlation or some type of danger or something poised in that one parallel dimension, and that classic Sonic had to go over to Sonic Forces, and then he might have to go back or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. These Sonic games, man, these Sonic games. But look, yes, Sonic Mania did well. I get it. People really liked it. It got a warm welcome. And you know what? Yes, it's a pretty good game. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to go ahead and give Sonic Forces the A-OK yet. We need to wait and see. The Sonic cycle for 3D Sonic games has not been broken yet. And yes, I know there's been some good 3D Sonic games, but I'm just saying the last few 3D Sonic games have not lived up to their potential. They've had some great ideas, but they have not lived up to what they need to be. And we'll see if it can reach up to where Sonic Mania is, because Sonic Mania has, I think, like an 85 or 86 rating. Sega did say that it's the highest rated Sonic game in the past 15 years or so. So let's go ahead and tell you something. 15 years it's been since you've had a Sonic game rated that high, and it was an 80 something, so it wasn't even in the 90s. It wasn't even in the 90s, it was in the 80s. So we'll see what Sonic Forces does. We've already had some early impressions from the earlier builds, and you know what? It's running okay, it's looking okay, but some people have said some of the level design is still a little bit suspect, but they're still working on it. The game is not finished. We probably still have a good solid whole month, this month or so, or at least a few more weeks. So they've already been working on it for September and October, and are probably just wrapping up development at this point. Remember, this game is a cheaper title. It is $40. It is not $60 or $50. It's $40, so they're really trying to push for people to buy this game, and I think that they're trying to create as many good links as they can. So good links. So Sonic Mania, great game. Oh, there's a connection to Sonic Forces, so if you like Sonic Mania, buy Sonic Forces. And Sonic Mania has been selling really good worldwide, especially here in North America. So what do you guys think about this? So do you guys feel that they're just trying to create those links in order to drum up pre-order numbers and sales, or do you feel that there actually is going to be a meaningful and good connection between Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces? Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes. Plus, we have Discord voice chat and prized eShop tournaments. Also, make sure you check out our YouTube gaming live page. We do a lot of great YouTube streams, and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence. It works very similarly to Twitch, to where you can earn emotes, and you can use those emotes in the chat. Plus, you get on my friends list in order to participate in tournaments and other things that we'll be having. Check out the link in the description below and support PlayerEssence right there on YouTube Gaming Live. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.